Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are going to be talking about evening fragrances, whether it's a date night or a night out with your girls. In my opinion, these are the types of fragrances that make you feel confident and sexy. So that is what this video is all about. And if you are new here, my name is Tabitha and I do fragrance videos on this channel. I also have a second channel if you want to check it out. It's linked in the description box. But let's just go ahead and get into these perfumes. Number one is a fragrance that is very new to my collection, but I'm already in love with it. This is Seductive Noir. This bottle kind of just speaks volumes about what this perfume smells like. It's said to be a dupe for Mon Guerlain by Guerlain, and it definitely has that vibe. I have smelled that perfume. I also actually at one point had a dupe of that perfume from Be Layered, which is called Paris Nights, and I did really like that perfume, but this one is a little bit more like seductive, more nighttime, date night kind of vibes. A lot of people have said that this also smells a little bit like Good Girl from Carolina Herrera, and it definitely also gives off that vibe. I wouldn't say they're the same. I don't own that perfume, but I have smelled it. I wouldn't say that they're the same, but they definitely kind of give off the same kind of sexy vibe. I'm not even sure of the notes in this, although I don't think that this one has lavender in it like Mon Guerlain does, but it has these other notes, and I think it has like sage or something in it that really just bring out this unique quality in this perfume that sort of just make it unlike other perfumes that I've smelled. Yeah, it does still have like a lavender kind of vibe about it, but it's not in like an essential oil way. It's in like a little bit of that sort of masculine quality way. You know, a lot of men's colognes will actually have lavender in them as a note, and it creates this like aromatic kind of sexiness. I'm probably going to use the same like descriptive type of words in this video because these are all meant for like the same type of occasion, just so you guys know in advance. I haven't been testing this out long enough to give you guys an exact like amount of hours with sillage and projection and all of that, but I'll try to keep you guys updated. I'm sure I'll be talking about it in future videos because I just think it's an absolutely beautiful scent. So that is Seductive Noir. And you guys, I just realized that I forgot to put on a lip product before this video. Of course, I would do that. So let me grab something. Let's just do lip gloss because I don't feel like taking the time to line my lips and all of that. I'm going to use my Fenty Gloss Bomb. Oh, I forgot how much I love this stuff. All right, ladies. Number two is a perfume that I definitely recommend if you want something really like sweet and rich and that has like a fruity and a creamy element to it. Another black bottle, we have Signorina Misteriosa by Salvatore Ferragamo. This one is blackberry and milk mousse, and you really get this like sweet, sugary whipped cream vibe, like the whipped cream that you put on top of a Frappuccino or a smoothie, like something really sugary and sweet. It's got that blackberry note, which is pretty prominent and makes it kind of like that dark fruit. But I really just in general get like purple fruits from this, like almost like a grapey quality. You might think there's plum in there if you didn't know, but honestly, it's just like blackberry, creamy, sugary, whipped cream scent. It's definitely a little bit younger. This would be a good date night perfume, or if you're like going out with your girls for drinks and you just want to smell really sweet and sugary and girly, but you also want to smell confident and like grown, like you don't want to smell like a little girl, but you still want that sweet, sugary vibe. To me, this is that perfect combination. This kind of gives off like the older sister of Dark Kiss by Bath & Body Works, or the older sister of Midnight Fantasy from Britney Spears, which I've talked about it before. I think this fragrance and those two fragrances kind of all have something in common with this kind of like blackberry, plummy, purple fruit vibe, but this one is the most nighttime, the most creamy, the most sugary sweet of them all, in my opinion. This is a really good one. So that's Signorina Misteriosa by Salvatore Ferragamo. Next, we have a really, really popular fragrance. This is in a lot of people's like most complimented list, and I've actually only worn this out one time and I got a compliment, but I've worn it at home multiple times and like tested it out and everything. So this is Valentino Donna Born in Roma. This is like a fruity, woody perfume. It has a note of vanilla bourbon, which I do feel like you get in here, but it's not like a strictly vanilla perfume or anything. It definitely has this like black currant fruity like sweetness. And I will say, I know that a lot of people love this perfume, so there's a good chance that you will like it if you like sweet feminine perfumes. But this does have like a sharp note to it that I kind of wasn't expecting, because a lot of people were saying this is a little bit like basic or like generic, even though it was one of their like favorite perfumes. So I don't know why, I just wasn't really quite expecting something this like intense. It definitely has this like sharp quality to it, and I think that is the black currant. But there's other perfumes that have black currant in them that aren't like this intense, but it's in a really beautiful way. Don't get me wrong, it's not like going to knock someone out, but it is a pretty like beast mode fragrance. Like, I don't know, that's like the only term that I can really think of when it comes to a fragrance that like lasts forever. It projects insanely, and it has like a strong scent to it, but it's also feminine and sweet and flirty, and like guys really like this one. So if you're going on a date, I think this is a really good date night perfume. Yeah, it does have that sharp note to it, but it's like a sweet black currant woody vanilla scent. This one is like the perfect flirty, feminine, but still really like mature and seductive type of fragrance. I think this one is one that a lot of people will like, and a lot of people will give you compliments on this. So that is Valentino Donna Born in Aroma. Then we have Jimmy Choo. So I'm sure that a lot of you guys have heard about this perfume. This has been really popular on YouTube for a very long time. I actually originally had the EDT version because I didn't know that there was a difference. Like, I didn't know there was even an EDT version. I thought that there was only one, and actually I found out later that everyone was talking about the EDP. So that is this one. I ended up picking it up because I really wanted to smell it, and it definitely has like sort of the same DNA, but it's a lot like darker and richer and more nighttime. It has better performance than the EDT. And now I understand what everyone was talking about with that like toffee note and the patchouli and everything. The EDT is more pear heavy, but this one also has pear. So it has that like fresh quality in the beginning, as well as that patchouli. But once it dries down on your skin, that toffee note comes out, and it almost gives off a little bit of like a caramel vibe, just a little bit. And then it mixes really, really well with that patchouli. And so it just becomes this like rich, but still a little bit fresh, just like sexy night out perfume. Like, this is the perfume you wear when you have a little black dress on and you're wearing heels and like you're going out somewhere that you want to dress up, but not like you're going to a classy event, if that makes sense. Like, you could wear this to that, but to me this is more like I'm going out for drinks type of vibe. So Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo, great performance and longevity. Kathleen Lights has raved about this one for years, and I'm so glad that it's part of my collection because this is just so good. That is Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo, the EDP version. Next, we have Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One. This perfume is, first of all, a giant bottle. This is a 3.4 ounce because I found it for $40 at TJ Maxx, which is insane. I think online on discount perfume websites, you can get the 1 ounce for that price. So definitely a good deal, but this one has a very like caramel opening. I know that this is compared to Black Opium and Livia Belle, and it does have that sort of vibe to it, but neither of those have caramel in them, and this one has a very strong caramel note in the opening. But once it dries down, it does give off that vibe of like Livia Belle or Black Opium. And then to me, honestly, especially as it dries down more, it gives a little bit more of like a flower bomb vibe, because Livia Belle does have a similar quality to flower bomb, although I think it's more like sugary, sweet, rich. Flower bomb is a little bit more like warm floral. It's not like as sweet to me, but Livia Belle does have like that more floral aspect than Black Opium. In my opinion, on my skin, Black Opium doesn't really become super floral. It stays like warm and rich. And you do get a little bit of that floral aspect with the orange blossom that comes out, but it's not overly floral. I don't think that Flower Bomb and Livia Belle are overly floral either, but they do have more of a floral aspect to them in my opinion, and I get more of that with The Only One. But it does sort of have like the same vibes as Black Opium as well, sort of especially like in the middle part, like before it completely dries down, but like still in the dry down, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, none of those have that caramel opening like this one has. And so I think that it kind of makes it really great for like the fall and winter if you want a night out fragrance for that time, although you could totally wear it during the day in the winter and fall as well. This isn't so much of a summer perfume, although if you really want to, you could wear it out at night in the summertime. You can wear what you want whenever you want. I just think that, you know, if somebody was just smelling this, they probably think it goes more for like fall and winter time. But regardless, it's a really beautiful fragrance. This one is sexy and classy at the same time. So if you do want to smell really like sweet and feminine, but you also want to smell sophisticated and like classy, then this is a really good one in my opinion. The next perfume is actually a dupe fragrance, and this is Alt Fragrance's dupe for Tom Ford Lost Cherry. This is called Cherry Smash number 12. And I have not smelled the original Tom Ford Lost Cherry, so I can't tell you if this is a spot on dupe or not, but a lot of people have said that it is. And this to me is a very rich, dark cherry almond vanilla fragrance. Like those are the main notes that I pick up in this, maybe a little bit of like a rum type of note, but mainly it is cherry, almond, and vanilla. And it's very dark, it's sweet, it gives off a little bit of like a cough syrup quality in the beginning just from that cherry, but once it hits your skin, it blends so beautifully with that vanilla and the almond, and it just smells so rich. And to me, this one is definitely more winter fall appropriate, like much more so than the Only One in my opinion. This isn't really floral, it's just more of like a warm scent, and it's just very, very addicting and intoxicating. This is definitely that type of perfume that gets you noticed. It's intoxicating. The longevity on this is really good, so if you feel like Lost Cherry didn't last long enough on you, because I know a lot of people have that complaint, this one lasts really, really well, and it's super intoxicating. Like I said, just very rich and beautiful, and this isn't going to be for everyone. But if you like those types of fragrances, I would definitely check this one out, because Alt Fragrances is very affordable and you can get the same vibe as Tom Ford and probably have it lasting longer on your skin for a really affordable price. This is not one that I've worn too much because I got it in like the springtime, and this is more of a, like I said, fall and winter type of perfume, but I will definitely be wearing it nights out this fall and winter. Yeah, this one is the type of perfume that you just want to keep smelling. If you don't like cherry, you're probably not going to like this. I think that's a no-brainer, but it's just beautiful. I personally don't like cherry flavored things, but the scent of cherry, if it's done right, I think is really, really pretty. So yeah, that is Alt Fragrance's Cherry Smash number 12, a dupe for Tom Ford Lost Cherry. And those are actually all the full bottles that I have, but I have a couple of little travel sizes that I just kind of want to mention, because just because I don't have a full bottle of the perfume doesn't mean that I don't love it. And this perfume is a perfect example of that. This is Versace Crystal Noir, and this perfume is one that I will definitely be getting a full bottle of next year. The only reason I don't have a full bottle of it right now is because I still have like half of this travel spray left, and I have so many perfumes, I didn't think it was necessary to pick up a full bottle right now, because it is more of a summer perfume and it's kind of the end of summer now. So I'll probably pick one up next like spring, summer, and I'll probably wear it a lot in the nighttime. Honestly, you could wear this in the daytime as well, but I think I like it a little bit better for nighttime just because it has this like masculine kind of cologne quality to it, but not in an overpowering way. It's also a really soft perfume. It's just that it's not sweet. This has like a coconut scent, but it's not like a super tropical coconut. It's more of like a natural coconut, and it kind of smells like shower steam, if that makes sense. Like when you turn the shower off and you used coconut body wash, and like how your bathroom smells. So it's like clean. It's not like a sweet coconut, like a dessert coconut, nothing like that. It's like a natural coconut with this like clean, almost like masculine quality, but again, like I said, it's not sharp or overpowering. It's really soft. I should have actually mentioned that this is the EDT version. I know there's a difference between the EDP and the EDT. This one is the EDT, and this is the one that I would purchase the full bottle of. I have never smelled the EDP version, but anyways, this one also has a little bit of like a peppery quality to it. I'm almost 100% sure there is black pepper in this, and you do pick that up in the dry down a little bit. It gives off like this spicy, peppery vibe mixed with those other notes. This is super sexy. I feel like you would get a lot of compliments with this perfume. even though it has a masculine quality, it's still feminine enough, and it doesn't smell super strong. It's like a soft skin scent type of perfume, just like you're clean, and it's just the perfect summer nighttime scent, in my opinion. Then we have a perfume from Good Chemistry. This is a Target brand that I think is so slept on. I think they have some really good perfumes, and at least this one has super good longevity and projection. The only reason that I do not have a full bottle of this perfume is because it is my friend's signature scent. I see her all the time, and I'm just not going to be wearing it a lot. I have so many other perfumes. I'm going to let her have this one. I just really, really love it, and I wanted to get a little travel size to wear just sometimes when I'm not around her. If I feel like smelling like this, I think it's such a good scent. This is Queen Bee by, like I said, Good Chemistry. This perfume has like 3 notes. I think it's blackcurrant, amber, and peony, if I'm correct. And you definitely get all of those. That blackcurrant in this also has a little bit of a sharpness, but it's not quite as intense as in the Valentino. And honestly, if you like the Valentino one, I think you would like this one. This actually also reminds me of, I just discovered this the other day, and I don't know how I didn't pick it up before, but it reminds me a little bit of In the Stars from Bath & Body Works, if you guys ever smelled that. Now, this does not have like a Baccarat Rouge cloud vibe to it at all. And in my opinion, In the Stars doesn't either. So I'm not really sure if you guys will think it smells similar to In the Stars. If you think In the Stars smells like cloud and Baccarat Rouge, because to me, In the Stars has like this cologne-y, ambery, kind of syrupy quality. It just doesn't have that like cold cloud scent, if you know what I'm talking about. And this doesn't have that either, but it has that same amber note that is in the Stars, and I think that's kind of what makes them similar. This one though is a little bit more feminine and girly. In the Stars isn't like a cologne scent, but it does have more of a masculine quality, and this to me doesn't really have that. It's more sweet and feminine than In the Stars, but it has a similar quality and vibe that I think comes from the amber note. Wow, it's just so beautiful though. I think that this scent is so slept on. I feel like more people need to check this out, and I feel like when I've talked about this, I've talked about it more towards the end of a video, probably just because it's a travel size, but I really need to talk about it at the beginning of the video because it is worthy of that. It's such a good scent, and I think that this makes a great daytime scent as well, but it also has this like sweet feminine night out vibe, sort of like Valentino Donna Born in Roma mixed with In the Stars from Bath & Body Works. And if that sounds like a combo you would like, I think you would really like this one. Okay, this last one is very much an honorable mention, and honestly this isn't a perfume that I really wear myself. This is Tom Ford Black Orchid. This is just a little mini dabber perfume that I got in like a Sephora sample thing. I can literally just smell this from the outside of the bottle, but I think that this perfume is so beautiful to smell. It has this really dark, intoxicating scent. I'm not sure what all the notes in this are, to be honest, but they will be on the screen like all of the other notes were. It's so dark. It honestly smells a little bit vintage and masculine at the same time, but not in a bad way. I don't know. Something about this perfume is like so intoxicating to me, and I think that some people, if you want a really loud, like intense perfume for a night out, you would really like this. And I know that this is a really popular perfume, but it's just not one that I really wear just because I feel like it can be a little bit polarizing, and sometimes I don't want to wear something that other people are going to hate on me. Not that I just wear my perfume for other people. There are definitely perfumes that I will wear even if someone says they don't like it, but this one is just a lot more polarizing to where I feel like more people wouldn't like it. So yeah, I don't really wear this one very much, although there might be an occasion sometime where I feel confident enough to wear this, but mainly I just think this is a great choice for people who like bold fragrances, and I love just smelling it from the bottle. I love the scent of this, even if I don't really want to smell like this, if that makes sense. So that is Black Orchid from Tom Ford, and I just wanted to give it a little mention. So that is all the perfumes I had to talk about in this video. My voice is starting to get a little bit hoarse. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what is your go-to like sexy night out perfume. I would love to know your guys' suggestions. So Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.